Activity number 10. All this while we are studying metals reacts with oxygen and form metallic oxide. This activity clearly shows non-metals reacts with oxygen and form oxides. These oxides, when dissolved in water, you get an acid. And this test can be conducted with the litmus paper. We already know that with the litmus paper, how will you detect whether a solution is given to you is an acid or alkali? In this activity, we are going to use both the litmus papers, blue and red. But I am going to give an explanation what will be the observation before starting the activity. This sulfur is the element non-metal that we are going to convert into its oxide. Sulfur reacts with oxygen and forms sulfur dioxide, and sulfur dioxide when dissolves in water we get sulfurous acid. These two equations you should have a thorough idea. Therefore, take your notebook and write the statement only. After that, you write the equation, balance the equation, and see that the equation that you wrote is correct. Question number 1. Sulfur reacts with oxygen or burn in oxygen. Both are correct. And forms sulfur dioxide. You already wrote the equation, but still you have a revision of that equation and balance the equation. Question number 2. Sulfur dioxide reacts with water and forms sulfurous acid. If you studied the chemical formula of the 26 chemical formula which I am given to you, you can write easily these two equations. Now, regarding the red litmus and blue litmus, the solution that is obtained by dissolving sulfur dioxide, if it is in a test tube, you are going to test it. You show a blue litmus paper first. A blue litmus paper is introduced into the solution. Suddenly it changes to red. It becomes red. That means it is an acid. Now take another litmus paper, a red litmus paper, and introduce into the solution. This red will remain as red only, no change at all. That clearly shows that the solution what it is formed by dissolving carbon dioxide is an acid. Now let us see the activity. Aim to test the nature of the non-metallic oxide. Materials required: sulfur powder. It is an yellow powder. It is available in our lab, but now we can't do any experiment. Whenever if you come back to the school, we can do all these experiments. Sulfur powder, a burner, a deflagrating spoon. This is actually a spoon but with a long handle. That's all the difference, because we want, after burning the sulfur, we want to introduce this into a long jar. Since if the spoon is small, we cannot hold it. If it is a long spoon, we can immerse it and then we can close it by means of a provision here to keep the spoon straight. A gas jar, water, and a watch glass, a blue and red litmus papers. Procedure: put a small amount of sulfur powder in a deflagrating spoon. That means in the long spoon, the one end there is a provision like this. It is a curved form. In that you just put some sulfur powder. That is a long spoon with a long handle. It is called the deflagrating spoon. Then in a deflagrating spoon and heat it over a burner. you will find that sulfur starts melting and catches fire. If you show it in a burner, it will catch fire and form smokes. Plunge the spoon quickly into a gas jar and cover it. You immediately put it inside a gas jar and cover it. This will not allow the gas produced to escape. That means all the gas will remain inside the gas jar only. Remove the spoon after all the sulfur has burned. Add a little of water to the gas jar and place the lid. Shake the gas jar so that the gas produced dissolved in water. After you see that all the sulfur is burned, you remove the spoon from here and you add some water and close the lid and shake it nicely so that all the sulfur dioxide will dissolve in that water and form sulfurous acid. Remove the lid and pour a little of water or a little amount of solution formed into a watch glass. That means you take a watch glass and put this solution in a watch glass, because we cannot put the litmus paper inside so deep. Now test the solution with blue and red litmus paper to find whether the solution is acidic or basic in nature. Observation. When the sulfur is burned in presence of oxygen, the new substance formed is sulfur dioxide. Now you can check the equation, what you wrote is correct. Sulfur reacts with oxygen and forms sulfur dioxide. On dissolving sulfur dioxide in water, another new substance called sulfurous acid is formed. This can be represented as, these are the two equations. Sulfur plus oxygen gives sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide plus water gives sulfurous acid. Conclusion. Sulfurous acid turns blue litmus paper red. That is what I already told you in the first. If you immerse a blue litmus paper, it suddenly changes to red, indicating that it is acidic in nature. And you can do one more test. You can show the red litmus paper also here, but no change. It will remain as red only. Therefore, this is the experiment that you learn that shows that sulfur, which is a non-metal, burns in oxygen, forms a non-metallic oxide, sulfur dioxide, which dissolves in water and form sulfurous acid, which is acidic in nature.